Hello and welcome to the Japan Lyric Room.
It's great to be here.
In the show, we really like to take our time and savor the lyrics of Japanese songs. We explore the meanings hidden in the phrases, and the unique Japanese cultural backgrounds behind them. We try to do it in a really easy to understand way.
Exactly. The goal is to get past just the sound and really understand what the words are communicating. It's all about appreciating the artistry through that understanding.
And for our topic today, wow, we are tackling an absolute monster of a track.
We really are.
We're looking at the song AIZO by the band King Gnu. And just a quick note on pronunciation right at the top for everyone. That title is read as AIZO.
AIZO. And that's a very heavy title for what is an incredibly heavy song.
It really is. So to set the context, and I know a lot of you listening are already so hyped for this track was written specifically as the opening theme for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3.
The Culling Game Arc, or Shimetsu Kaiju in Japanese.
Yes, this is a massive moment for the series. And King Gnu, at this point, they're basically the house band for Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, absolutely. They've completely defined the sound of the entire franchise.
They really have. You had Ichizu and Sakayumi for the movie, and then Special Z for the Shibuya arc. That was just an absolute earworm.
Unavoidable.
But this one, AIZO, it feels different. Special Z was kind of spooky and groovy, but this feels frantic. It just perfectly captures the extreme chaos of the Culling Game story.
It's a huge tonal shift that completely matches the narrative. The song is basically representing a chaotic modern world where just being correct or, righteous.
Yeah.
It's not enough to survive anymore.
The moral compass is just shattered.
Completely. And that's where the title comes in. AIZO.
Yeah.
It translates to love and hatred.
Okay, so love and hatred.
Right. But it's not one or the other. It's about that duality in human nature that gets exposed during an extreme battle or crisis.
That tension, right, where you can't tell where the love ends and the hate begins because they're all mixed up.
And musically, King Gnu is so clever about this. They use a ton of dissonance notes that clash, but they mix it with these super addictive pop melodies.
So they're sonically showing you that love and hate are two sides of the same coin.
Precisely. They're blending the death game atmosphere from the anime with the actual noise of modern Tokyo.
It just hits you like a wall of sound, but in the best way. I think we should probably get into it. We've picked out 7 key phrases that really unlock the psychology here.
Let's break it down.
All right, phrase 1. This sets the scene right away. The English nuance here is a mad song of Greater Tokyo where love and hatred are swirling together in a chaotic mess.
Such a powerful opening image. It immediately grounds the song in a real place. So let's start with that keyword we mentioned, AIZO.
Love and hate.
Right, but again, in this context, it means that they exist at the same time. It's not like a love-hate relationship where you love them on Monday and hate them on Tuesday.
It's feeling both intensely in the exact same moment.
Exactly. And that confusion is captured by the word uzumaite. It means swirling.
Like a whirlpool, a vortex.
A vortex is the perfect way to think about it. Like water spinning out of control, the emotions are moving way too fast to manage.
And the lyrics connect that inner feeling to the city itself.
They do. They use Dai Tokyo, Greater Tokyo, and Kyoso, which means mad clamor.
So the inner swirling of love and hate is just like the outer chaos of the city.
That's the link. It's painting this picture of the messy, muddy humanity that hides behind the clean, refined exterior of Tokyo. The city looks sleek, but underneath, there's this uncontrollable mess of human emotion.
That's such a brilliant parallel. The city itself is a physical version of that emotional AIZO.
The environment and the internal state are just feeding off each other.
Okay, that makes sense. Moving on to the second phrase. This one gets a bit darker. It feels very Jujutsu Kaisen.
It really does.
The English nuances. Being drenched in the disgrace of living within this era, yet desperately surviving in spite of the shame.
Yeah, this creates such a visceral image. The key term here is Ikihaji.
Ikihaji.
It's a heavy word. It translates to living shame.
Living shame. That sounds awful, like something you'd want to avoid completely.
Well, traditionally, yes. It implies a state where staying alive is actually more shameful than dying. Culturally, this idea that death can be honorable while surviving in disgrace is a burden.
Right, like it's better to go out in a blaze of glory.
But the lyrics say you're completely soaked, drenched.
So you can't just wipe it off. You are soaked to the bone in it.
There's no escape. But here's the twist. King Gnu is flipping that idea. In the context of the Culling game, the characters, their reality is harsh. Their ideals are trampled. They're getting beaten and humiliated.
They're winning cleanly. They're just barely scraping by. It's ugly.
Exactly. This phrase is highlighting the raw instinct to survive, even if it looks uncool or muddy or shameful. It's an affirmation of muddy survival.
So it's saying, I will live, even if it's pathetic. I'd rather be a living shame than a dead hero.
It prioritizes life over reputation, which I think brings us to the sound of this reality.
Yes, okay. The third phrase. Here's the nuance. A dissonance created by lies and truths mixing together. It's uncomfortable, but it sounds like reality.
This really gets into perception. You have makoto, which means truth or the real, versus uso, a lie.
Simple opposites.
Usually. But in the Culling game, and honestly in our own modern world, that line gets so blurred, you can't tell them apart anymore.
It all just becomes noise.
And when you mix them, you don't get harmony. You get what the lyrics call Fukyon.
Dissonance.
Yes, a non-harmonious sound. And King Nu does this in the music itself.
Right.
If you really listen, the guitars and synths are often fighting each other, symbolizing this broken society.
So the music actually sounds wrong on purpose.
In a way, yeah. But here's the insight the lyrics give us. A perfectly clean, harmonious sound feels fake. It feels manufactured.
But the uncomfortable clashing noise.
That feels like real life.
That is so true. Real life isn't a perfect chord. If a story fits together too perfectly, you assume it's a lie.
And that's the irony. The dissonance is the only thing that sounds real. It says that discomfort is the texture of truth.
I love that. Discomfort is the texture of truth. Okay, which leads us to how we deal with relationships in this messy world. Phrase 4, the nuance reads, it's okay to accept even a flawed failure of a love that is far from being perfect.
This uses a really interesting word, Dekisokonai. It comes from the noun Dekisokonai.
And what does that mean literally?
A good for nothing, a failure, a flawed product, something that got tossed in the reject bin at the factory.
Ouch, to call your love a flawed product, that's harsh.
It sounds it, but the message is actually one of deep acceptance. It's saying that perfect love doesn't exist. Or if it does, it's not useful here.
So stop looking for the fairy tale.
Exactly. Even a love where you hurt each other, where there's hatred mixed in, a failed love, is still fuel for survival. It might be a Dekisokonai, but it's your Dekisokonai.
That's actually really comforting. It's like, okay, we're a mess, but we're a mess together, and that is enough.
Right. It's a mix of self-abandonment and self-affirmation. You're admitting you're flawed, but you're also saying, this broken thing is mine, and I accept it.
That makes so much sense. And it leads perfectly into the next phrase, because if your love is a bit crazy, maybe it's because the world itself is driving you crazy.
It's all connected.
Phrase 5, the nuance is, in today's Tokyo, it's impossible to remain in your right mind or stay sane.
This is a feeling I think a lot of people can relate to. The key word here is Shoki. It means sanity or a right mind.
And the song is saying you can't hold on to that in Tokyo. It's impossible.
It suggests so. It defines the city as a place that is fundamentally crazy because of information overload and shifting values. What was right yesterday is wrong today.
Oh, I feel that. You check your phone and everything's changed. It's exhausting just trying to keep your bearings.
It is. And the song suggests that to survive in a crazy place, you have to become a little crazy yourself.
Yeah.
Holding on to perfect sanity is actually a disadvantage.
You have to adapt. Join the madness to navigate it.
It perfectly links the supernatural battles in the anime to the very real stress of daily life. We're all fighting to keep our Shoki, but sometimes we have to let it go a little just to get through the day.
It makes the whole story so much more relatable. We're not fighting curses, but we are fighting the commute and the internet.
Yes.
And in all that craziness, we try to connect with people, but, well, this next part is a bit tragic.
Yeah, here comes the heartbreak, phrase 6. The English nuance is, the world keeps shifting and changing, and we may remain as parallel lines that never truly meet for a lifetime.
So this is where we get a bit of Buddhist philosophy. The lyrics use royal conditions and impermanence.
Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. Right. And in this constantly shifting world, the song introduces the idea of parallel lines. Two people carrying all that AIZO, running alongside each other, but parallel lines, by definition, never touch.
They never truly merge. That is just heartbreaking. You're right next to each other, but there's this gap you can never cross.
It is. And there's a tiny linguistic detail that adds so much here. The analysis points to the sentence-ending particle, ne.
Just that sound, ne.
Yes. Adding ne can create a feeling of shared understanding, but here it adds a layer of resignation. detachment. It's like looking at this sad fate and just accepting it as inevitable.
Like saying, well, that's just how it is, isn't it?
Exactly. It creates this cold, yet deeply sorrowful mood. It's not a scream of anger, it's a quiet acknowledgement of the tragedy.
Man, that is heavy. But King Nu doesn't just leave us there, they want a reaction. Which I think brings us to the final phrase.
The conclusion.
Here's the nuance for phrase 7. Covered in love and hatred, show me your true, raw, and exposed heart.
This is the climax, and it starts with the word covered or smeared. And it's usually used for visceral things like mud or blood. But here, you're smeared with love and hatred.
It connects back to being soaked. You're not just feeling these emotions, you are physically coated in them.
You are. And the call to action is Mukidashi. That means exposed, raw, like a nerve ending.
Take off the mask.
Stop hiding. Stop trying to look sane or clean. The song is demanding that you show your raw, exposed heart, even if it's ugly. Especially if it's ugly.
And that's the takeaway, isn't it?
It is. Clash with your raw heart. Use both your love and your hate as energy to move forward. Don't filter it.
That is such a powerful message. It's like the song is saying, I see your mess, I see your hate, I see your love, bring all of it.
Exactly. It turns that vulnerability into a kind of armor.
So if we bring this all together, how do we summarize AIZO?
I think at its core, it's a song about affirmation.
Affirmation of the chaos.
Yes. We usually try to look away from chaos, right? We try to be tidy and polite. This song says no. It affirms the chaos of the city, the chaos of the culling game, and the chaos inside our own hearts.
It's about exposing your imperfect self on this crazy stage.
And there's this final sentiment in the analysis that says, if that is so, let us meet again. It's about facing tomorrow, still covered in mud.
King Nu isn't offering a pretty love song. They're offering the strength to use even hatred as flesh and blood to survive.
And that is why they're the perfect band for Jujutsu Kaisen. It's not about being a perfect hero. It's about surviving the nightmare.
And finding a way to live, even if it is a living shame, even if you are a Dekisokonai.
You just keep running parallel to others in the madness.
Wow. What a track. I honestly feel like I need to go listen to it again right now with all of this in mind.
It definitely changes the experience. The noise stops being just noise and starts sounding like, well, like reality.
Well, thank you so much for listening today. We truly appreciate you taking the time to join us for this one.
It was a pleasure to get into this track.
We pick up various Japanese songs and update detailed explanations on our website, too. If you want to taste the lyrics even more deeply, please check out the website from the link in the description.
Yeah, there's a lot more content for you to explore over there.
And if you liked this program, please subscribe or follow us. It really does support the show.
We would also love to hear from you.
Yes. If you have any thoughts or requests for other songs you'd like us to cover, please let us know in the comments. We read every single one.
We're always looking forward to your suggestions.
So, until next time, this was the Japan Lyric Room.